What is up, everyone? It is Monday night. You know what that means? It's time for the Separated at Birth podcast. I am your host, Roman Wins, joined by the Full Measure. We're back. It's Monday. How are you, my friend? Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It is fucking great to be here. I'm good. Rough fucking weekend. Lots of hours spent not sleeping, but fucking happy, man. Doing better. I got my trusty, black gold here. Having some
Ooh, Texas
tonight.
tea.
Is that like a slang name for it?
Well, it's an American thing. We call black gold Texas tea, and that means it's
Okay,
oil.
but what is black gold though?
Oil.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, you know we love that oil. Like we love that oil.
I get it.
We'll blow up them nations for that oil.
You guys went to war for that oil. So.
One or two.
Dude, and that's the story of how we got demonetized, man.
Sorry, CIA. I apologize.
They can't demonetize us if we're not monetized. So, checkmate, motherfuckers. So, how are you doing, man? How was your weekend? What's up? What's happening in the world of Roman motherfucking Wins?
We're this close to going on holiday. We're gonna go to Greece and enjoy ourselves in the sun. But I have a small problem. I got goddamn COVID again.
That's okay. I have two things to say about that. First of all, that's not a small problem. That's a big fucking problem if you want to travel. And secondly, you are about the healthiest looking motherfucker that I've ever seen that has COVID, dude. Like, I mean, like you're looking like that COVID's doing you good, man.
This COVID is like great for my complexion.
No.
Yeah. You know, my penis has grown 9 inches longer than it was before. I'm that COVID thick motherfucker.
That means you started at like 1 inch, dude. That's not good.
I didn't really think this joke out.
No, but I mean, so just you or the wife as well? Like,
Nah,
what's happening?
I don't feel sick at all. I'm just a little. I don't know if I'm tired. I just I slept a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know, but that's about it. I feel great. Energy's great.
Be tired. That's a normal human thing.
Right. Exactly. I also am a heavy drinker and I stay up late and don't sleep. So that could be why I'm tired.
Those things all contribute to a bad sleep schedule. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So no fever. No splotchy skin. Everything's great. But wifey, she was doing her reviews at the hospital. It's review season in America where everybody gets rated on their jobs and gets told how much they suck. I think mine is next week sometime. But
and this is why we're only giving you a 2% increase.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So she was doing her reviews and one of her employees was positive. So then they were like, all right, everybody round robin, we're all going to do tests. So she got the test. Hers was positive. She came back. She was like, hey, Rome, you got to take this test. Find out if you're positive too. And then she went and shoved that motherfucker up me and all the kids' noses. She had to bring back 9 tests to just start jabbing the whole house.
So since you're at the hospital, right, that was a proper test. It wasn't one of these like quick tests.
Yeah, right. No. The real, she took the real ones. The ones that go way up there, Morty, way up there.
Okay, because what has happened with me is like these home tests or these quick tests, they give like I think they got like a 60% hit rate or something like that. So I get a lot of like inconclusives and weird shit from that. So I feel like after a heavy night of drinking with you while playing games, I'll test like inconclusive for COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can't tell if COVID or just rapacious asshole.
Or walking corpse.
Right. So yeah, we all pissed hot, and it's a little bit concerning at the house because we're getting ready to go on holiday and we can't get on the plane if we're positive.
You guys are gonna be fine. You guys will be fine because if you think about it this way, right? I mean, let's logic it out so I can make you feel better that you're definitely gonna go on your holiday. So by the time that
wait, will there be math? I don't like doing math.
I'm gonna do the math internally.
I can't do
the results.
I can't do the math.
Okay, I got you. Just it's maths, bro. So I like by the time you blow positive, you're already like 4 to 5 days in it. Okay. And the average time, at least that you are blowing positive on tests, is 12 to 14 days. Again, this is just from my experience. I ain't no fucking doctor, anything like that, and I don't
right at the wire.
I don't want this flagged as bad medical advice or anything like that. So yeah.
Yes, we at the Separated at Birth podcast do not offer medical advice. Please consult your physician.
Exactly. Or at the very least, your local alcohol reseller. But the point is that look, if you make it, it's gonna be kind of like a day or 2 or 3 before you go.
Yeah.
That's the gist of it.
It's
I
funny
mean,
you mentioned the alcohol because I was talking to a buddy of mine. I was in a group chat with some buddies, and I said, "Hey guys, I know we just saw each other recently get tested that I have COVID," and so I was kind of warning the people
that's
that
good
were
on
in
you.
my
You're being
circle.
responsible. Nice.
And then my buddy comes back to me. He's like, "Well, you know what the best cure for COVID is? Some whiskey." And I said, "Ha ha ha, funny, funny, funny.
Dude,
Blah blah blah."
like this, like I'm all for that though, but literally, like I'm one of those people as well. Like somebody like, yo, bro, a shark just ate my fucking leg off. You know what really works for that? A sixer and a couple of shots of Jaeger. You know, like it's
And a few
honestly like
hypotheticals.
alcohol is the solution to every. Yo, dude, like I just lost my. No, actually, that works perfectly. I just lost my job. We're going drinking. You know, like yeah. So
So it was pretty funny though. He said it, so I wrote back to him. And I said, "Yeah, haha, funny, funny, haha. I get it. Whatever. I'm gonna take that medicine anyway." The next day, and I haven't seen this guy in years. He's just on the group text with the people that I was. The next day, a liquor delivery service was at my door, ringing my doorbell, and they gave me a big ass bottle of bourbon.
He had sent you like
He sent me a gift bottle.
Dude, that's a good buddy, man.
I was like, "What? I haven't seen." Thank you, Keith. By the way,
do you want to give him a shout out? I mean,
shout out to Keith. But Keith sent me a bottle of Penelope bourbon. Very good bottle,
Keith,
barrel proof. He didn't
go,
skimp. He didn't skimp on some
he
like.
didn't give you the cheap shit.
No, he gave me some
because
proper
he wants you to
shit.
get better. He wants you to get better. The cheap shit's just gonna make you worse.
Well, I got better because I drank half the bottle and took a big ass nap, and I woke up fresh as a daisy.
That's the way you fucking do that shit. Let's go, dude. No, that's okay. So look, sorry that you have it, man. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But
I feel great though.
But you guys, yeah, it looks like this might be just like a shower, not a grower. You know what I mean? So
Again, with you making fun of my wangus.
I mean, it's funny how you think everything is about your penis, though.
Life is all about cocks and asses.
Oh shit! Where does boobs feature into this fucking analogy? Because they're quite important as well.
It's a distraction. You just
Oh no,
you
wait,
get-
you're an ass guy though.
I mean, I'm.
Oh no, we've covered this before. You're an ass guy. I'm
Big
fucking.
time.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet I'm willing to bet money on this. You're an ass guy. You said it to me, right? You have to be honest now. You're an ass guy.
I'm a buttsman.
Okay.
I mean, I don't neglect, the puffy friends,
you're an equal
but
opportunities lover.
Exactly.
I get that, but but I mean, your first, point of contact would be the buttocks.
the
I mean,
posterior is
yes.
superior.
Okay, holy shit! All right, I mean, I myself am a boobsmith. I prefer the fun bag. So
You're not a cocksman?
I mean, depends on who you ask. But I mean, yeah, that's my preferred vantage point.
Vantage point. You frequent the Alps.
Oh yeah, it's also like the thing is like if I feel right, at least this is what I've been telling myself my entire life, right? So this can't be wrong, right? Because it's confirmation bias. But like I think that it's easier to look at someone's boobs than it is to look at their ass without getting spotted.
No way.
Yeah, it has to be because the boobs is like a quick flick of the eye. So whereas like with ass, you gotta go way down there. Like, what are you looking at, bro? Like, are you looking at the dog on the street? That's nice. Like, you gotta go look way down.
But their back is turned. Now, if I'm avoiding, Brit, and I'm partaking.
That's my other problem with you. You have to wait for the person to leave before you know if that's it.
Hate to see you go. Love to watch you leave.
Yeah, but the problem is then you'd have to have committed on the conversation.
I mean,
so then you've already talked to the person
you said there would be no math.
without scoping out the goods. And I just want to say at this moment in time, Laura, you have to excuse us. We're two giant fucking idiots up here. So obviously, this is all, this is not meant to mess with anybody or anything like that, or to disenfranchise the game. What you have to also remember is Roman hasn't dated since the motherfucking 90s. So you need to take everything that he says with fucking like last time Roman dated, motherfuckers didn't have cell phones. Like beepers were in, okay? So let's just get that out there. And then I've been a serial fucking bachelor my entire life until I met like the fucking person that basically made me realize what a dumb fuck I am for having been that way. But yeah, so it's literally like we're the two most unqualified people in terms of talking about game and this and that and fucking doing this. Because it's funny that we could get to this conversation, because I thought about it the other day, how exhausting it would be to date again. Have you thought about that?
I think about it all the time.
That's not what you wanted to say, dude.
I visualize in my mind the proper amount of time that I would have to mourn if Britney spontaneously combusted before I could get back out again.
And you think about this all the time.
It's not like I want it to happen. It's just
you have a contingency, is what you're saying.
I'm prepared. You know, it's just like okay. I'd have to attend this wake and this event and like maybe a birthday or two with all the old family.
To you fucking idiot! It's like dude, it's your wife.
I love her dearly, and then I'd be like, okay. Maybe after like a couple birthdays with her family, with the kids. What is the right amount
of time before I could go on to this cool thing that the kids on? What is it called? Tinder?
Oh my God, 6 weeks? I would be like this.
No. Oh my God, dude! You could probably install an app that just like it's just like auto swipes. No, I'm still.
Listen. Here's the thing, okay? Mm-hmm. I still look decent enough. I'm snippy pooed, so that way there's no chance of anyone having any issues. Exactly. Yeah. So it's just like I could just be out there.
Like, okay, I can see that you've not put in an inopportune amount of thought on this at all.
Like, I don't want it to happen. Like, I'm very happy.
Yeah,
I'm extremely happy.
You just have a go bag ready to go.
I'm very happy.
Dude, if I see like a stiletto heel coming in from like the fucking left side of the screen, then I'm gonna know what's up. But no, I just to get back to the original point, like I remember hating dating. So my entire life I'd always had long relationships. So it was like 5 years with this one, 3 years with that one, and so on, and never like short stuff.
Those breakups must have been heavy.
Yeah, I this is usually when I move to another country, which definitely helps though. But I'm reasonably good at going like, okay, cool, like this is over now, and that's it, and then you have to like you have to get over it, you have to get past it. But I always hated the whole thing of like that barrier of entry that you have to get past, where people are like on their best behavior. It's almost like that thing, like how long you have to wait to hear the person fart for the first time. Or
I just like, grip it and rip it, just get it out of the way.
Like that's like a big thing for me is when I open the door for you the first time, I just let it. I'm just like,
my favorite thing is this. Listen, I've been married for 18
off right now.
I've been married 18 years, okay? Yes. Wifey still goes to the can and she says, "Oh, it stinks this here." I'm like, "Oh, the poop room smells like poop." When are we gonna get over the surprise of this? Okay? But go on, back to your story.
No. Look, I think my wife says it well, and she says that, like, I mean, obviously we get comfortable with each other, but there has to be some modicum of romance still left in the relationship. But I mean, once you see someone do like an open door shit, or something like that, like, yeah, like the fucking romance fairy has left the building. But no,
open door shit. Like, I don't think I've ever done that.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying this is what happens in the full major household.
Still to this day, when the missus is in the restroom, because she hides it, right? She like runs and barricades herself.
Will wait until I'm busy with something before she goes, but it's because I fuck with her.
But I always find out, and I run into the room and I jiggle the handle on the bathroom.
Walk past, and I'll go like, "Whoa, holy shit, baby, you." Damn, you in there? Like I always like, I'll fuck it. She's like, "Stop it!" Like she fucking hates that, dude. Actually, I feel bad though, because she's cultivated this technique of taking like the 15-second shit. Like she doesn't take any entertainment with her, nothing. Her phone's not with her, like nothing, dude. She rolls in and she's out in 15 seconds, bro. And so I've said to her, I've taken her aside and I said, like, I don't think that's healthy. Like,
no.
I think like it's not like, not every poo has to be like a Silence of the Lambs poo, like fucking you're in there for 2.5 hours, waiting for Hannibal Lecter to show up. But like you need to, like, sometimes your body needs to go like, oh, okay, we're pooing now. Okay, cool. I'm sending the dudes. You know, like you need like some time, right? So I think like that like I'd hate for it to develop a condition or something because I'm terrorizing the shit. So I'm stepping back on it a little bit. I haven't done it that much recently. I wanted to feel comfortable, but it's also like, dude, COVID changed up the game, right?
Didn't it though?
Because like before it was at least our routine was I went into an office and she worked from home, and this was her office. And then for like 2 years, and I mean still continuing now, obviously we work together, so I'm in here, I also do my Nokia work from here, and then she's out there, and that means that we're really in each other's space, and like like you constantly aware of what the other person is doing in the apartment. And I mean, we have a lot of fun with each other, so I mean, make no mistake, she terrorizes me just just enough, right? So but yeah, I definitely I think that's hilarious. And getting back to my original point is like, whenever I was in a relationship in the past, and this is forever after the first time when I broke up, I always felt like I couldn't wait to get back to that point again, that comfortability. I didn't like the warm up to it, and then it's like, oh, I can't be honest with this person, and oh, I don't want to hear me snort, laugh, like all this fucking stupid shit that we tell each other we shouldn't do, but it's actually us. You know what I mean?
Being ourselves.
Exactly, the nuance of that is what makes you cool. It's what makes you unique. And the faster you embrace that shit, and I mean, it's only stuff that you learn, I guess, later on in life. Because I'm 100% sure when I was 20, I didn't feel this way now, right? This is like, like old man shit. But yeah, so I can't, I haven't made contingency plans like you have.
I don't have contingency plans. It's just what if scenarios, like a popular Disney Plus series.
Literally, if I type in synonym "what if," it'll say contingency. But any case,
here's a funny thing though. You were talking about the dynamic of both working from home. So
yes.
We don't. My wife goes to the hospital. I am home. So there's a lot of resentment that I'm a lazy lout, like sitting around the house while she's out of the office.
Oh, let me guess what you did this afternoon. You had a nap, right?
Exactly. Yes. She gets really mad about my naps.
Yes.
But
no, it's jealousy, bro. My wife's the same.
She took a week off, holiday, because she has a ton of hours, and we're getting ready for our holiday. So she's like just taking time off like crazy.
Is she on holiday right now?
Yeah, she's home now.
Oh, nice, man.
And so she's like, so I have to like get on the computer a little bit more to make it seem like I'm a little bit more busy.
Clack, 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 clack. You're just typing out numbers into a notepad, right?
Why aren't these toilets bleached? I'm busy.
I need a louder keyboard. So like.
And so
what's that smell in the house? I smell something.
So last week, we had the hot wings challenge, and I had to fry up some wings, and the house stunk. But she was here, and so while I'm doing the podcast, that's not the
only reason the house stunk, right?
Well, we'll get to that. So while I'm doing the podcast, she's just, having a couple glasses of wine, having a good time. And the podcast wraps. My oldest comes in here. He's like, oh, I want to try one of the sauces. I said, well, I got some extra wings. You pick one of the sauces, come down here, and we'll toss them for you. So yes. he grabs the dingo, not knowing, which is the 9 out of 10.
Which was the 9?
Which was, to me, the hottest one.
The dingo was more disgusting than any other one.
It was the hottest thing I ever had. And I grab about 6 wings. No, there's like 8 wings. And I toss them in the dingo, like heavy toss, like full toss them in the wings, just because I wanted to fuck with the boy, He's Roman number 2, so he's got to take the pain.
Meanwhile, you just wanted to take a number 2 after that.
Well, we'll get to that. So he eats the wing. He's writhing in pain on the floor. Here comes Brittany, cute as a button, just like drunk on wine. She reaches in the bowl. She starts. She tears down a dingo, tosses a bone.
With hot stuff?
No. She grabs another dingo. She's like, and she bops away. And I'm like, Brittany, are you okay? She's like, I'm fine. Why?
Nuclear strike successful.
She was done, man. It was over. It was hilarious,
God, dude.
So
they must have had the fucking worst night then. After that,
I had the best night.
I mean, but dude, look.
So the next day, everybody was on burning poo alert.
Yeah, I know. You gotta get a couple of rolls up in the freezer. No, but I mean, for anybody here that joined us for that though, first of all, I mean, Roman handled that shit way better than I thought he would. Like you only really started like experiencing some mild discomfort here around 8. I mean, it was basically the bomb that pushed
bomb
it
and
over
dingo.
the edge. And it's supposed to do that. Those ones are known for that, right? But then we finished the show, and then I think we hung around and like fucking spoke some shit for like another hour. And by the end of that hour, you were like hunky dory, man. You were like all good.
Yeah,
So,
and then I went down and had a dingo with the boy.
I mean, that wasn't gonna be me, dude. Like I would literally like that's the way. Like if I'm gonna like fucking cheers out, bro. If I'm gonna leave, then that's the way I leave. Okay, hand me the dingo. Like just fucking dude, that dingo ate my soul. You know, the dingo ate my baby. No, that's
My favorite was Craven during that. One of our viewers, Craven, he was like, "Get that dingo up in you, pussy."
yeah. Dude, Australians know about dingoes, dude. And let me tell you something, dingoes are motherfuckers.
Oh my gosh,
they're terrible.
I want to see a dingo box a kangaroo. That's just like a fever dream I have of going to.
There's no, dude. Have you ever seen that fucking like hyper jacked fucking kangaroo?
Yes, the muscular one. Yes.
Fuck
oh my
that.
god, dude. They take. You ever eat a kangaroo? They're delicious.
How did he manage to kill it? Because those things fight you to the death, bro. Like, I mean, dude, if kangaroos are gymming now and getting fucking stacked like that, the next thing they're gonna do is they're gonna teach them how to use automatic weapons. Like,
oh my
it's
god,
just dingoes are fucking nasty. Sorry, and by the way, kangaroos as well. Like all the animals in fucking Australia are designed to either freak you out, murder you, or be disgusting.
Well, I mean, it is a prison colony. I mean, we sent the worst people there.
Prisoner animals there as well.
Well, exactly. That's the thing that they don't write on the fine print. You know, we sent the most rapacious creatures of the animal kingdom there as well.
There's a fucking what are the things called in the ocean that if you step on it, then somebody has to pee on you?
A fucking sea urchin, and I've been in this situation before.
Okay, but what about the ones that like drift in the water and then have these long tendrils and shit?
Jellyfish.
Okay. There's a jellyfish.
Yeah, it'll kill you in Australia.
The northeast. It's on the east side, right? That has tendrils that are 800 meters long.
Yes.
So it's here, and the motherfucking shit's a kilometer down the fucking beach.
Yeah, and you can die.
Yeah, fuck that.
If you don't let me pee on you. But you know who's not going to be peeing on anybody? It's R. Kelly. He just got sentenced to 40 years in prison.
Yeah, he took it in the fucking. I mean,
he's going to jail.
Like he like they fucking threw the book at him.
The brown book. But he's going to jail longer than Ghislaine Maxwell.
Well, especially because she's gonna, commit suicide one of these days, and then no, but I mean,
wait for the audio listeners. We did aggressive air quotes on the suicide.
I say it in a way that I think it implies air quotes, like I'm doing it right now. No, but. Like,
for everybody who doesn't know who listens on the audio podcast, he just did air quotes again when he said right now.
Fuck me. No, so but I mean, do we know which prison he's going to? Is he going to one that's like friendly to that, that the relative level of that's pedophilia, right? Is what we say all these words that get you demonetized though, by the way.
But we're not monetized.
Yeah, but then get you like you're like these motherfuckers were going on the no, they're not going on the list. No, so no, but it's that is it though, right?
Yes.
It's underage girls.
Yes.
And peeing on them and stuff, and poo poo and whatever.
Drip, drip, drip.
Yeah. Hershey stains. No, but like, okay, but I mean, like, depending on which exact prison he goes through, there's gonna be some people that frown on that sort of thing.
No, no, they're gonna be fighting to be the first motherfucker to fuck R. Kelly.
Dude. This is true. While he sings, I mean, what's that? Hiding in the closet, or what's that fucking song of his? I don't know his music at all.
Bro,
he has this album that's like 12 hours long.
Yeah, it's called the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body at everyone in here wishing.
Something where he's in a fucking closet. I swear to God, don't make me.
Yeah, it's called Trapped in the Closet.
That's it. That's what I said. So hiding in the closet, trapped in the closet, same fucking thing. I give a fuck.
Big difference.
Okay, yeah, one implies one thing, one does the other. I get that. The point is, there's a closet involved. The thing is, I don't know if he gets. I don't know if he gets treated well.
No, Squirrel Master ain't gonna be here to protect you. He's gonna get served up by a man.
Does he go to like fucking Club Fed or whatever and get like a really nice fucking prison with no bullshit?
I don't think so, man. Pedophilia, they have special prisons for that.
I mean, by the way,
I don't think we can say that word actually.
I know you condone, you co-sign this, but of course we don't, condone any violence or anything like that.
No,
and all of that.
No.
However, that shit's not cool, and it would certainly piss me off if fucking that shit was done to someone that I knew and everything like that, or someone that I cared about, and perhaps that would make me feel a different way about this right now. But
exactly.
I believe he deserves everything that's coming to him. I'm going to say that.
That's right, Cain Velasquez.
I'm going to say that.
You know that story?
Yes.
All right, moving on.
Fuck me. Yeah.
But listen, we cannot say the P word. I think we said a little bit too much. I'll edit it out for the audio podcast. But because we are marching towards monetization, we have some goals we want to hit.
We always hope that context matters, but the point is these things are scanned by AI, so it's just going to find the fucking word. And
exactly. We're at 80 right now. We want to get to 100 in the next couple weeks, so we need all of you guys to do your part. Share this thing out if you're having a good time with the Separated at Birth podcast. Bring in more people to come hang out with these two fucking chuckleheads on the internet. And we also have an audio podcast available on all audio platforms. Every time one of you guys gives us a 5-star review on your audio platform of choice, we will go and read that 5-star review out on air. That helps boost the algorithm. We can have a little bit of fun. I didn't scan for this show. I typically scan before each show, but I haven't really been putting out the message. So I'm putting out the message now. Every one of your 5-star reviews that you guys give us, we'll pick a really clever one and we'll read it on air. Same thing if you guys want to comment on the video.
What you guys should do is just make like really spicy 5-star reviews and
make them spicy.
You'll get to hear them on air. That's basically the point.
And when we get 100 5-star reviews, I will sit on air and read all 100, and then we'll do it again at 1,000.
And take a shot for every one of them.
And then we'll do it again at 2,000. So if you want to sit here and watch me have to read rank bullshit ad nauseum, please submit those 5-star reviews on your podcast platform of choice.
I'm gonna go submit a 5-star review.
So audio people, you can't see this and you need to come to the YouTube. I have a burn right here. I was barbecuing this weekend and I grabbed a big ass thing of hot ass butter and burnt my hand. It really hurts. It's really bad. And now kissy boo boo.
I mean, it's hard to see it because your hands are very small. So it's
I have
hard to see the
fucking
burn
giant hands, you jerk. I will load shit on your tombstone.
Dude, your hand is like one giant blister, bro. Actually, it's just a normal size blister.
It hurts.
Okay, so speaking about other things that fucking hurts, man.
Good transition.
I know that there's a potential chance, right, that there's gonna be members in our audience that haven't watched this yet, but I didn't get a chance. We both had really, really busy weekends. And I didn't get a chance to catch up with you, but I know both of us watched the new Thor at the ass end of last week. And I'm in two fucking like worlds about this shit though. But I do have some. I'm starting to get concerned about the MCU, and so I have some things that I want to talk about.
Are we gonna do this? We're gonna go in deep.
Yeah.
All right. If you're watching the show,
so this is your spoiler warning.
This is your spoiler warning. When you see me do this again, spoilers will be over. I'll mark the time, and for the audio people, I will put chapter details on the spoilers. So we are going into spoilers. Or I can just
say like, okay, cool. This is the start of the spoiler warning, and it goes a little something like this.
I can smell you.
Okay, and that'll be the start of the spoiler warning, right?
So we don't want you guys to leave. You can mute us if you don't want spoilers. If you do leave, we understand. But if you want to stick around, keep us on mute. When you see me flash my hands again, the spoilers will be up. But I think we need to get into this. I want to get into this too.
Yeah. So I mean, the reason why I'm saying it is I don't know. I don't want us to always just be like very reactionary to things, meaning or like after the fact kind of things. And this is something that is very fresh in my head. I actually watched it twice, and I think you did as well.
Twice. I went to the premiere, and then I saw it again with my kids.
Okay, so there you go, and that I think also has an effect, perhaps,
It really does.
because it actually brings me to the first thing that I want to say about this, and that's that I don't. I'm scared I suddenly outgrew the MCU,
Ugh.
and that's a weird feeling because I don't know who I don't know who this
Can I
movie
stop
was
you?
made for, and I
can I-
always say that, like I don't know who this movie was made for, but I really don't know who this movie was made for.
Can I stop you really quick?
Yes.
We didn't talk about this at all. We haven't spoken a single thing about this.
No.
When I was waiting for the second post-credit scene, after watching this movie, and this movie is extremely silly.
Yeah, it's a romantic comedy.
I sat. It's not even. It's just a silly
It's
movie.
a kid's romantic comedy.
I sat up
It's
in my
like
chair.
What's that Monday, whatever, when they switch? What's that thing
Oh,
called?
Freaky Friday, or
This is like Freaky Friday, the MCU.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah, yeah.
switches, but I'm saying it's that vibe.
So I sat up in my chair and I looked around while I'm waiting for the second post-credit scene. It was all people 30 and up. And I really was like,
Bro, that must have been an uncomfortable cinema, dog.
it was. And I really thought to myself, and it was a packed cinema, like nuts to butts.
Yeah.
And I really thought to myself, I was like, did they think they're trying to get kids, but these TikTokers don't give a fuck about the MCU, and their MCU fans, this packed audience of 30 somethings and older.
Probably all went like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Exactly.
Yes.
They are not doing market research on who their audience is. Either that or they know who they are,
No,
and
I
they
think
think they're
not
going to grab these
self-aware.
kids. They think they're going to grab these kids.
I think they're not self-aware, and I think we're also unfortunately seeing the Waikiki effect, right? So
What Watiti?
yeah, but
Waikiki?
I made it Waikiki effect because it's like an amalgamation of like the two, but which is tiger. Yeah, so
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so I'm starting to think like, dude, hey, by the way, huge fucking fan. All right. What's that fucking movie of his with like the German dictator? And
Jojo Rabbit's fantastic.
Jojo Rabbit is probably one of the movies that I've watched in my life that I anticipated, but it delivered on that anticipation and then some.
Yes.
I'm also a massive fan of his series that's on HBO with the vampires and shit. What We Do in the Shadows. It's fantastic. All right. So I'm a big fan of him as a director, but he seems to only be able to make a certain kind of movie. Okay. And he has a very clear view of, and he's been very responsible for turning Thor into the character that Thor is now. And it's obviously, you know, like Ragnarok was the big sort of turning point with that, where you have this blending of humor, but there's also serious overtones and there's very real consequence. And this movie, they peeled that back even further, where it's extremely fucking comic-y and jokey. And I don't mean comic-y as in true to comics. I mean comic as in like funny, you know, like it's I didn't like the humor. I felt a lot of it. That shit with the fucking goats fell flat as fucking hell on me. Like,
all right, that one got me.
No, but they keep making the jokes though.
I know, but here's the thing. You don't know this, but around the house, I play Screaming Goats at random times all the time.
Okay, so cool.
And when
that joke was
I was
clearly made for you, but
I felt bad because it got me every time, but that's the only thing that got me, just because it's like for me. But like everything else was just lame. So let's go into it. Let's start at the beginning, okay?
Sure.
This game. So you used to talk about games. This movie doesn't know what it wants to be. Like it takes on a very serious undertone from the beginning, where it says Jane Foster is dying of cancer. There's nothing that her
I mean, can I just
science.
pause you? Take it one step before that, Roman.
Okay.
It's dealing with a person whose belief system is fucking rocked when he understands that gods are nothing more than, you know, fucking assholes with capes. They're pieces of shit. They don't care, anything like that. And when
Gore.
And this is Gore the Butcher, of course, played by Christian Bale, who is fucking acting the ever-loving fuck out of this role, by the way.
He was fantastic.
Like he's being Christian Bale. Dude, he is killing it, right?
Killing it.
But the thing is, Gore obviously has some. I mean, you know, his daughter passes away. He wants help from gods, specifically one god that his planet, his people believed in. This god essentially wipes their arsehole on him, and he gets the means to murder this god. He does it, and he goes on this fucking crusade. But the underlying undertone of this is a loss of belief and a loss of like inheriting a belief system from someone and then realizing it's bullshit, which is a very fucking powerful story in today's world.
Yeah, because we're in the midst of
and all that shit is at an all-time high. People don't believe in shit, like everything like that. And again, I'm not begrudging a loss of religion. Or
no, but let's
like
peel that back. Don't apologize. So we're also in the midst of historical societal decay where people
Yes.
no longer believe in their institutions of power.
Yeah.
So
or morals or anything like that.
Right. And
Yeah.
to see this character devote his whole life to an ideology and then
Yes.
to have the people at the top of that ideology literally call him a dog and spit in his face
And here's
rings
the thing.
very true to politics today.
And here's the thing: Christian kills that part.
Yes.
He sells that very believable. The trauma that he suffers because of this, right? But the fucking joke is the movie doesn't take it serious. The movie makes fun of it in a way and doesn't allow for the gravitas to be attached to it and everything.
No
like that.
gravitas or whatever, because Christian Bale is playing it so serious. You can see him losing faith, like being betrayed that he devoted his whole life to something.
And I mean, if you're gonna go watch this movie, go watch it for gore. That's what I'm saying.
And then the god is a slapstick cartoon character. Like the tonal shifts are so jarringly swung in either way. It just takes you out of the film.
Don't you feel every time when it gets too serious, they go, look at that clown over there, or look at the screaming goat. And that's what I don't like. It's this movie, right? Is first of all, dude, what is the age restriction of this movie? Is it 13?
13.
Okay. I think this movie would be fine for like under 10s.
Oh yeah,
They don't bleed
movie.
red, they bleed fucking gold. There's almost no like real fucking violence.
They got away with their 5 shits. You can say shit up to 5 times.
Exactly.
So that's what they did.
No F-bombs.
No F-bombs.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I want to touch on something that Davo asked in us, saying that do I think the MCU is being mediocre to be less violent or perhaps being forgotten? I think that I have a theory. Okay.
I have one as well.
I think that the first couple of phases of the MCU was them tapping into the fans of the comics, and therefore they chose the heroes that made sense, the heroes that the strong heroes that, like, even a fucking someone that doesn't know comics, you'd be like, yo bro, do you know who Hulk is? Yeah, fucking of course, let's go. You know, like that. So the first part of this was to, and this is me being extremely cynical, but it was to grab the true fans and the parents. They have them now, and so now the MCU is embracing its Disney side. It's now starting to pander to an audience that likes toys, that likes uncomplicated stories, that like no repercussions, that don't like unfucking tied ends, that don't want, you know, an overindulgence of violence or retribution or fucking negativity or anything like that. Because the point is, this movie is made for kids. It's one of those movies that's like a nothing burger, that there's things that happen in this movie that make you go, and I hate it when this happens, that make you question continuity all the way back. Why the fuck are there all these gods sitting there doing like absolutely fuck all and reveling and everything? Like, where the fuck were they when Thanos, you know, was causing his shit? Secondly, Thor is shown to use abilities which he fucking never even tried to use in the darkest moments, while they were in the darkest situations with the crisis that they faced up until this point. So in a way, it retcons a whole bunch of the stuff, and I hate it when movies do this. And one of the things that I've always praised, especially during the Thanos saga of the MCU, was the continuity that they fucking followed.
Everything mattered.
They lived by. It shit mattered. So for me, this movie, and it's, my God, I mean, it's a collection of some of the characters that I love the most in the MCU, right? So it's terrible for me that
But
this movie.
And I want to add on something else to that. Everything you
Of
said, I
course.
agree with 100%. And then that is 100% true. I think in the Chapek era, Bob Chapek, who took over for Bob Iger, I think it's really, really putting on that Disney stank. But I also think that they have become so big. The MCU has become so big with all of its shows and movies
Dude,
and things like
the
that.
money now is starting to talk.
It is.
Like more than ever before.
But Kevin Feige is so inundated with things, he cannot personally oversee every project anymore. And that's where that connective tissue gets lost. And this movie, you didn't need to watch any other MCU movie. You could have rolled right into Thor and watched it.
And I fucking told you this 4 movies ago.
You did.
We need a goal. We need
We
something.
need a goal.
It's like, so this thing on its own, it's I mean, I kind of like fucked you because you were gonna walk us through, and I actually want you to go back there and just do like a Cliff Notes version of walking us through the story, because I think there's an overarching thing that we can tie through together here, and I think that's very important. And we're kind of like jumping all over the place now, but my main takeaway from this movie is exactly what you said right now, and that is that I don't feel that I'm rewarded as a loyal fucking MCU audience member for knowing everything that I know about this franchise and following it, because I was not only treated as someone that it didn't matter what I knew before, but I was also categorically told that, well, you thought you fucking knew everything that Thor could do. Guess what? There's this new ability that I have, and you of course know what I'm talking about, that he can do, which changes the entire fucking, like spiel and all that. And it's just, it's like this movie has that black and white fight scene, which in a way can be like, which is probably the best part of the movie, which can be seen
until there was
as,
conveniently color when there was like light effects. But go on.
Yeah but I think it's very stylishly shot, but that to me is like the musical number in fucking Multiverse, right? So you can see them trying out different funny things, right? But the point is, at this point in time, it's like they're more concerned with spectacle than they are concerned with content, and with content that matters. Because 4 years from now, does Thor Love and Thunder matter? No.
It will definitely not matter.
No, but now, still today, does Winter Soldier matter to you? Yes.
Oh my God,
does the Infinity Saga matter? Yes, it does. Like, so these things, and so what I'm scared is that we've reached this peak, right? And now when we've reached this peak and the money is rolling like fat, now it's like, okay, we need to now figure out a way to maximize this. And the thing is, like, older people, us, the parents, all that stuff, we get tired of this shit. But you gotta rope these motherfuckers now when they're like 12 and 13. You got them for life, baby. And that's the thing. So
you said something very important, right? And I want to get to what IGD661 just said. You just said something very, very important. Rope them, got them. We're roped. They got us.
Yeah,
all these
you
movies.
paid for all those tickets. You went and watched it once by yourself and then once with your kids.
And when I go take my kids, it's a lot of tickets.
Yeah, that's a whole row.
That's a whole row.
Yeah, that's the thing. They got you.
But let me go on. These movies aren't for us anymore. It's to try and get new audience members, to get these kids, and then they'll drop a little bit of connective tissue to keep us on a string, and then make a joint, film, which obviously is going to be, it really, really is going to be Secret Wars, which will be probably in 3 years from now. And
well, I mean, I said it to you the other night on stream, and we both giggled like bitches about it. But actually, we said it with the Hot One stream, didn't we? We were like, what if like all the last fucking like 6 fucking MC movies have all been like Skrulls, bro? It's all Skrulls. It's just like fucking, it's all Skrulls.
I agree. So that last line of what IGD661 said about winging it, it really does feel like they're winging it. Like they're winging it. And there's no solid plan anymore.
No,
and I can't get past that because of the phase 1, 2, and 3 of really making everything matter. And this movie was a constant neck whipping. Like you said, Christian Bale's acting his ass off, showing the believability of his disillusion with establishment, disillusion with his gods. Yes. And then you go into Jane Foster, who's
I wasn't a fan of the character design. I don't know if you liked it.
It didn't matter to me. I was too enraptured in his performance.
Okay, so there's a whole bunch of changes that they supposedly made to it because they didn't want to make him look like too much like fucking Voldemort.
CGI, yeah, Voldemort, exactly, yeah.
Fucking Nosferatu or whatever the fuck. I was very interested when Christian Bale said that he modeled his gait and his sort of performance after an Aphex Twin fucking music video. I was like, wow.
He's a genius, man.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Anyway, I don't want to take away from what you said, so please continue.
So then we go into the next part of the film and we see Jane Foster, and she's going through a similar crisis. It's a parallel, right? She is been diagnosed with terminal cancer, but she's not taking it seriously. She wants to go to work. She believes that her embracing of science, which is the antithesis of religious belief, will be the thing that saves her. So she's reaching out to science. She's burrowing deep into that. And it's a serious thing that people have to come to grips with, their mortality. It's
also the clash of science versus,
religion.
A religion, or I'm looking for a specific fucking word now, but you know what I mean. It's like the thing of when one thing doesn't give you an answer, then you must search for that answer elsewhere.
Yeah, whether it be holistic or
like
medical.
The thing that happens to her makes one often go like, but why is this happening to me? It's so unfair. And science doesn't answer those questions. So you have to look elsewhere, spirituality or whatever the fuck.
Right, and so that's a serious conundrum that every person goes through. It's like, do I believe?
Very, very powerful, strong message to have a conversation around.
Do I put my faith in science, or do I reach for a higher power? But also, this movie's telling, well, higher power, a bunch of assholes, and they're not going to really do anything for you.
It pulls no pulses in showing you this the entire time.
There's a very
Every
powerful
single other god in this movie is a dickhole.
And there's a very powerful line that the first god says, "You think the eternal reward is for you? There is no place in paradise for you." That's the movie talking to us.
Yes.
And then, so that's too powerful.
That's in a movie with screaming goats.
And I was just getting that. That's two powerful messages that are coming right at you. And then immediately the next scene is Thor juggling balls and having a goofy adventure with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and it just rubbernecks you. And
it's like whiplash.
It's complete whiplash. There is no, I hate to say the goddamn word, there's no verisimilitude.
There's no verisimilitude. Yes, there's no verisimilitude. I agree. No, okay, so, but please take us to the end. Take us to the end, so we. So
and the movie goes on. Then it's just a slapstick. There's the running gag of Thor with his juggling his love interests between his two hammers and his two ladies, and his woman.
Which is so fucking contrived and fucking stupid. Like the hammers have like emotions, and
It's a callback to a comic book Easter egg where it said Mjolnir is a woman.
Yes.
So I mean, it's like one line.
But it's a callback to a one-pager joke.
Yeah.
That you make a fucking movie out of, and you turn into this whole fucking spiel.
Right.
It's so stupid.
Well, that's the moral of the story. The entire movie is just really stupid. It's really stupid. There's rumors, and not rumors, it's confirmed by Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth. There is a 4-hour cut of the movie.
But now, they cut so many. They even cut people out of the movie. Like, who was supposed to? Dude, the Grandmaster was supposed to be back, right? There's a bunch of like actual scenes with previous characters from Ragnarok and before that, and you can see this because they have that fucking dude that was in the ads with him, the guy Bob or whatever the fuck that he stayed with. You know, the guy I'm talking about. Yeah. He's in the movie, but it's just. Yeah, I don't know. Like, do you suspect that like that there's a fucking Snyder cut out there that's like fucking delicious?
I don't suspect. So? I think it is, and I think it's gonna come.
Really? You think that 4-hour version of this movie is better?
And it's precisely.
If I don't know if it's an hour and a half of that movie. I want to fucking gouge out my eyeballs.
I don't know if it's better.
It's just more.
It's just more. More. Fuck. Give me another more.
It's just more.
So there's precedent, right? So in the wake of the Snyder Cut, Disney's never one to let a good thing go without them doing their own fucking stank on it. You
Dude,
have
I wanted the Snyder cut. They could keep this one, bro. I'm good.
I love the Snyder cut, but
the Snyder cut is good. I'm good. They can keep this one though. They can keep
But
this.
did
The
you
Stank
not-
cut? Is this the Love and Thunder Stank cut? They can.
did
keep
you
it.
not see that they released the director's cut of Spider-Man,
Yes.
the more fun version, and then or the more stuff version? That's what it's called. So the new Spider-Man,
They also
there's
need someone working on the name game though, right?
Oh, yeah, well,
like-
I mean, clearly, if
Bro,
you
that's
subscribe,
weak sauce.
if you
That's
subscribe to the audio podcast, I apologize. I come up with the weak name, so I'm not one that.
No. Dude, you would fucking kill at that shit compared to the fucking the more stuff version. Dude, did they like? Come on, bro.
I need a sample of you saying more.
Also, by the way, dude, here's my second conspiracy theory of the night. Do you know that each one of the principal actors on this movie got to have their family in the movie?
Natalie Portman's kids are in it?
Yes.
Oh, I know Chris Hemsworth had his son and his daughter in it.
No. Chris Hemsworth's 2 sons and daughter are in this. Okay. Chris Hemsworth's fucking brother is in this. Liam, he's in this, right?
Yeah, he's Thor.
Yeah.
Or actor Thor.
Okay, fucking what's his name? Bale's kids are in this. Taika Waititi's kids are in this.
All the kidnapped kids?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Those are all kids.
Yeah, they are kids. I just didn't know whose kids they were.
Yeah, so my point is just that there's this whole thing where they had like an interview, and I think it was Taika, and it was I think it was him and Hemsworth and Natalie. And so this whole thing, it was like a 40-minute interview of them talking like how their kids embrace fame and shit, and like apparently, you know, like Taika's kids are like fucking like divas, bro. They're like, yeah, I don't talk to you, bro, like this shit. And they had so much fun with this. I'm like, hello, it's a fucking Marvel movie. This isn't like fucking the Rascals Disney fucking bullshit. Like,
so they don't give a fuck anymore. They're just just cashing checks.
Saying.
They're just cashing checks.
This movie was, hey, did you guys see the MCU timeline? We have to shit out a 4th Thor.
So you know that if they have X amount of time on camera and X amount of lines, they get paid.
Yes.
Under the union rules.
Yes. And those kids all have enough time on fucking screen. And this is Disney. So this launches them potentially into fucking careers as Disney fucking kids, something.
Oh my god. I'm still waiting for Broomstick Kid from Star Wars to like
vehicle to launch them into, like, dude, I just, it's so fucking disappointing, man. And I said the same thing about, and I don't want to be this fucking old man yelling at the fucking moon guy all the time. It pisses me off.
Clouds in America. We yell at the clouds.
Okay, fuck it. There's a moon behind the clouds. I don't give a fuck. The thing is, I don't want to be this fucking guy. But I had the same problem with like multiverse of fucking penis. Like, this shit sucks, man. Like, it's like I just want more from this. I don't need it to be perfect. I just need it to be like,
not shit.
Somehow, like something that I, as a fan of the material, would be like, yeah, bro, I can go with this shit. Like, it's just like, I just feel like they're not even taking it serious right now, and that's where you start pissing me off. I don't mind if you fuck up, but if you look like it's a joke, if you're like, watch us just fuck out this movie and just do like, you know, like just absolutely do nothing, then, you know. Just literally give them just a bunch of nothing, which doesn't advance the story, doesn't do anything, you know, and then they'll eat it up, because this thing is cleaning up in the box office, by the way.
It's killing it.
Yeah, it's doing much better than Multiverse of Penis, and yeah, What
movie pissed you off more? In a vacuum, because I know that the think about it though. Listen, did the pain of multiverse amplify this movie, your
you
anger?
Mean it's like PTSD from multiverse made me hate this more? No, because
are you sure it's not more?
It's more. No, but see, the thing with Multiverse of Madness is that I see Multiverse of Madness as a fuck up. That isn't them trying to spike the story. They fucked up. They thought that they could cloak the story in the whole idea of House of M, no more mutants, that sort of thing, and tap into that the fever that people have for that, because that's probably in the most recent years, like the highest selling story, in Marvel is House of M, and it's all of its spin-offs. But also because it has such a cultural relevance to where mutants are now in the comic universe, and everything that happened with that. And because a lot of people thought, like, Jesus Christ, this could be like a really awkward shoehorn to get mutants into fucking the MCU, because what if it's like a weird spin on no more mutants, and that actually makes mutants be a thing, like whatever, something like that. And so they tapped into that, and in the end, all they did is they fucked it up. They bumbled the story. This shit looks like sabotage. So that's the two different things for me.
Sabotage or just a Taika Waititi movie?
Yeah, but it's like it's the parts of Taika Waititi that I don't necessarily love.
Right. Too silly. Too slapstick.
Because look at Ragnarok.
No
Ragnarok,
balance.
right? You forget in Ragnarok, fucking their dad dies, and that's a very fucking tearful scene. And the first time when they meet fucking Hela, she fucks up fucking Mjolnir, and there's a whole fucking thing there. But then it also has fucking what's his name walking around the two M16s with names and fucking doing stupid shit and stuff. But then that also has a scene where they literally just murder a whole bunch of innocent people. They just fucking kill the fuck out of them. But then you have Hulk falling out of the sky like fucking splat on what's his name, the Bifrost, and like that shit. So there's all this like slapstick shit, but it's encapsulated.
It's balanced.
And when this movie finishes, when Thor Ragnarok finishes, fucking Asgard is no more. It's been fucked. He's lost his people. That weight is on his shoulders. It leads us directly into the first Infinity movie out of the fucking two, and they are fucking clear consequences. Shit's fucked up. And him and Loki's relationship are stretched to the fucking reams. Everything like that. There's very similar to us. Okay, the shit's there.
It's all there.
Tell me what the fuck this movie does for us. Except now we have a fucking sidekick for Thor, who's called Love, bro,
and it's his daughter,
and who wields Stormbringer,
and has the power, and has the power of eternity. OP as
from
fuck.
A fucking wish, and it's just so, dude. We're gonna get
now. Little girls will have a toy.
Yes. Plus, they've now opened up the fucking the route to female Thor,
which is fine. The Mighty Thor is a pretty good comic. But
yeah, but my point is they couldn't get Natalie Portman. Yeah, okay, bitch, 6-movie deal, let's go. That wasn't gonna happen. So you get like a young chick. Now Hemsworth is off the hook. Like Hemsworth, by the way, said like he'll do this like 10 more fucking movies. And Jesus Christ, is that guy built like a brick shit house, or like what the fuck is happening there?
So he was getting ready to do a docu-movie on being Hulk Hogan. But when Hulk Hogan, and he got yoked for that, but when Hulk Hogan got recorded saying the N-word a bunch of times, they've they've scuttled that project. So he won't even talk about it anymore. But he was supposed to play Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan, and do a Hulk Hogan movie. That's why he got like mega yoked.
He's jacked to death, though.
He's jacked to death, but he's got a good frame, and he's got all the best pharmacology. So I mean,
yeah.
It's just...
Look, hey, let's be honest, man. That like, dude, like the MCU, right? Did you see what they did to fucking what's his name from Silicon Valley? For Eternals.
Yeah, I mean, Kamal Anjali, like he just got
Nanjari or whatever. Like, dude, like that guy.
And he admitted it. He admitted it that he took all the roids.
Yeah. They were just. He was just like, bro, like I'm like a fucking, like IT nerd. Like, what are you gonna do? They're like, don't worry. 4 months, baby.
We got you, boo boo.
He's jacked to death.
He is jacked to death.
It's so crazy though, because the last season of Silicon Valley, they had to hide it so much. But he had these fucking, like, he went to having these like fat fucking forearms. So we're like, oh, dude, did this guy's body get replaced by a fucking gorilla? Like, dude, he was fucking, like, he was good to go. And everybody else, it just made everybody else look that much smaller. Be like, God damn, like everybody else is fucking nerd power 5,000. Like, no, dude. But yeah, they got like all the good shit. And obviously, dude, I think I think he has no. He's like jam it in my ass, whatever.
Put it in
I
me,
think
baby.
5,000 fucking cc's in the fucking in the fucking mouth. I don't give a fuck, dude. But he is. It's the weird thing. He's bigger in every movie. Like he hasn't peaked yet. Like I
No.
thought he was like he was disgustingly big in man. Is it the first? So it's I guess it's the first Thor. No, not the first Thor. It's I meant like the first Infinity movie.
Oh yeah. Infinity War. Yeah, he was massive.
Yeah, because they still made a joke. They had him on some talk show or something like that, and they were like he. So they had him, and they had like another guy who was like an aesthetics trainer or something like that. That it was an expert at isolating specific muscles, and they made jokes with him because the guy was like, I don't really know how you get that muscle that big. Like, I don't know what the fuck you did to do this thing, but this thing is like what's going on there, you know? And this was it was probably part of the gag, but it was fucking hilarious because they were like, people are discovering new muscles on him daily, you know?
I study him intently, and I've never seen him as big as in this movie. This movie was insane, especially in that nude scene. Yeah,
that's for anybody here that's like, he's basically completely in the buff.
Yes, I know in the commercial, the TV spot, they show a blur, but you see him full bare in the movie. So but I want to say something. Like,
yes, let's go.
Pure lizard brain. There was funny things that happened. I laughed and I smiled, and then when I'm done with the movie, I sit with it, and then I realize, wow, this movie's really freaking dumb. But and so it makes me angry, but I don't want to deter people. If you want to go to the cinema and just turn your brain off and smile.
Yeah, but I'm tired of saying that about movies.
I am too. I believe you could do two things at once. I believe you can go and smile, and I believe that you have your right to go bitch about it on the internet. And I have a very successful podcast called the Separated at Birth podcast, hosted by my partner, The Full Fucking Measure. And I will say, I went once, I laughed, I went twice, and I said, fuck this movie. But yes, Chrissy Hems would be great as He-Man. Please, God, make that happen. My oldest hated it. My oldest hated it. I always judge my kids. So you gotta go. Here's the breakdown of my children without giving away their personal information. My oldest is 17, about to be 18, and it goes all the way down to 7. So the 17-year-old said this movie was incredibly stupid. I don't like it. And
that's your eldest boy, right?
Yes, my eldest boy.
Like you?
He's a cinephile. Like he sits there and watches Denis Villeneuve. He'll watch Kurosawa.
He's the one that also like plays a lot of DMC and stuff like that. Like he's kind of like you. What I'm trying to say is like you guys have similar interests. So
we're very alike.
It makes sense to me that he would, that you guys.
But he didn't derive any joy from it. He thought it was stupid, incredibly dumb.
Like fucking like no goat jokes, fucking nothing. Like he was fuck this shit.
He was out. And then I go into the middle.
Was he on his phone during the movie?
No, he did once. He's on his Discord. I said put that shit away. But then my 13-year-old daughter, who's very much the TikTok, the Snapchat, the female, like all that.
Which is the generation they're targeting now.
Yeah, she said, I'd watch it once, but this is a Disney Plus show. I'll never watch it again. And then she was out.
Yo, dude, that's some fucking... Like,
so that's a
13-year-old opinion I fucking condone.
And I'm in there with my kids, all my kids, and they're the only kids in the cinema. They're the only kids.
People look at this thing and they're like, hey man, it's an MCU movie. It's serious shit. There's a guy called Gore the God Butcher in it. By the way, they only call him Gore the Butcher, though. They don't call him the God Butcher, right?
No, I think they call him God Butcher. Really? Just Butcher?
Take notice.
Okay, I'll check it out.
So I mean, to his face. I mean, in the credits it says God Butcher, but they never say it, But the point is that so maybe as a parent you're like, I don't know if Susie should see any gods being butchered on Sunday, that's the thing. So it's.
I think they only show one god get killed and his head
it's like fucking gold, like.
His head gets decapitated, but they blur it out, like they literally use a fuzzy filter
in this movie, man. Like
there is none. Yeah, Korg dies, but he comes back. They Groot him. He grows his body back, and then ultimately, Natalie Portman does succumb to her cancer and die, but she goes to Valhalla. I won't say Valhalla because I'm a Nordic expert. I think she comes back as Valkyrie.
No, she's done. She said one and done.
Until that check clears, dog.
How they? I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But the point is, again, part of her contract was my kids get to be in this.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Dude, I'm telling you, this shit was a vehicle to get us the new fucking,
Love.
Disney All Stars or whatever the fuck.
Love. The Young Avengers. Oh, if they make Love a Young Avenger, they're gonna do Young Avengers.
I'm out.
Yeah. And I'm struggling too because
here's the thing though, right? Like I'm of the mind, right? That don't you want to leave while a party is still good, or do you want to be there when the people start vomiting?
I do like to watch the house burn.
Okay, but, so you'll be in here until Young Avengers 3. I got you.
But here's something that I just clicked in my brain literally like 10 seconds ago. I'm of the mind that I think I could actually walk away, and then I could just binge it up if they make something worth seeing. If I need to.
Like if something fucking fire comes back and like, yeah, bro, you need to get the 3 movies before that. I'm like, cool, man, Disney Plus, let's go. And I'll just shit it out. Like I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm gonna go on a little hiatus. Give myself a little break. Maybe, who knows, right? Who knows if that is not actually the problem? Because a lot of other people have given themselves an MCU break. I haven't, and you haven't. And so maybe we have MCU fatigue. You don't fucking know, right? That could be a fucking thing.
I've been reading these comic books since 1985, bro.
But this is different, though. We're not talking about the comic books, man. I mean, the comic books have there's way more continuity.
Remember, I'm a DC fan. I've read decades of dog shit, and I still keep coming back. Don't make that face. More. But
I wasn't gonna. I was trying to keep this shit positive, but like, I mean, we're gonna talk about this fucking.
Wait, time out! I gotta stop. Time out. Bruh. You said you tried to keep
the Stockholm syndrome that you have with DC, bro.
You just said you've been trying to keep it positive. You dropped more fucks when we broke down this movie than I've ever heard you in your life.
You know what I'm like. This was timid. Come on. You gotta admit that though, right? Like I did. You know what I get like. Like I was really like, dude. I'm glad we didn't do this fucking show yesterday. Is what I'm saying.
I don't think we spoiled much, but I'm going to put a stop to the spoilers. I do want to keep talking about the MCU in general. But if anybody, hands are waved. I don't really think we spoiled much. I don't think it took away from the experience of seeing it. Yeah. But I mean, I did say a certain character died. But
I mean, we basically gave away all the continuity type shit. But
all right. But maybe we did spoil it. Maybe I'm an idiot. But yeah, the MCU is dead. I want to say that. I was one of the last.
The MCU is dead.
The MCU is dead. I was one of the last people ringing the bell of Miss Marvel, but the last 2 episodes have been dog shit, and I'm out.
Turn off the fucking lights when you leave, bro. Like Miss Marvel, shittest villains ever.
It's the shittiest villains ever. They're the shittiest villains ever.
Dude, how bad is it though, right? I mean, and you know what? I pity you because you were fucking.
I hung in there.
Yeah, you were like good. You were good to go.
I really love She-Hulk. And
fuck She-Hulk.
But I'm very scared.
Dude, She-Hulk is gonna be some woke ass fucking bullshit.
So I want to highlight something. William just said something.
Dude, William has said some fucking mad shit about
She-Hulk.
No,
but William reached out to me on the weekend and he was like, "Hey Roman,
did you?"
He said, "Hey Roman, have you ever heard of Vinland Saga? It's on Netflix. You should check it out." I said, "Yeah, I read the manga and I wrote the entire plot and sent it to him. I was in a mood."
Sometimes you just want to destroy something beautiful.
I was barbecuing. I made ribs for like 8 hours, and then my wife wanted.
Just ate it, and nobody said thanks.
My wife wanted barbecue sauce on it. I sauced it. I put it back on the burner. I went and had a drink. I lost track of time. I burned the fucking sauce. So all that work of making those ribs just was done. And right when I was like, I take out this fucking brick of charcoal, William says, "Hey, how was Vinland Saga?" I said, "Dog shit. Here's what happened."
Well, let me tell you, sir.
So I ruined the plot of the entire show. Vinland Saga is fantastic for 2 seasons, and then it turns to
No,
dog
you're
shit.
doing it again. You're doing
I'm sorry.
it again.
I'm
You're
sorry.
doing it again.
I can't. Okay. Look at this great Kenny Omega shirt. Anybody who knows what Kenny Omega is a great wrestler.
In everybody else's defense, I didn't know either, so it's okay.
Everybody here knows who Kenny Omega is if you subscribe to Roman
for
Wins.
being the odd one out.
Yes. Okay. You are an amateur. I still watched the series. I liked it. Fuck you very much. Thank you, William. I'm glad. See, despite what I tell you and how I can just, it doesn't take away from the experience of going out and watching it. Like the experience of watching Smallville, which I have been doing religiously. Coincidentally, Tom Welling.
You've been in such a bad mood recently, and I think we've identified what's causing it.
Wait, we're going to peel this back personally later. But Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum, the main 2 characters, are doing right now a rewatch of the series and a podcast on every episode. So my timing was perfect.
I can tell you this, and I'm gonna look at the camera so you can really see what I'm saying. I have never cared about anything less than what you just said, and that's everything else taken into consideration.
Oh, Davo, I'm just gonna stretch this shirt out while the Full Measure talks bullshit.
Fuck. Like fucking Welling. Fuck Rosenbaum. His podcast is dog shit, by the way. And fuck Smallville. Fuck Smallville after season 2.
Well, this is the season finale of the Separated at Birth podcast. Come back and see if this show is ever again on the air because of the shitty takes of my partner.
No, but that, dude, I'm allowed to not like things. That doesn't, by the way, hold on.
Like anime?
That doesn't make them bad. I'm just saying I don't like it. It's the weirdest thing. Like since when does my opinion fucking matter? like, why does it fucking matter?
We have a podcast. Our opinions matter.
Okay, well, in that case, fucking Smallville can suck my brow piece. Like, dude, Smallville is the fucking worst. It's such a waste of my motherfucking time. Like, it took a story that you could tell in 24 episodes, and it told it in 196.
Oh my god, you need somebody to save you.
Fuck out of here, dude. That song also, Remy
Awesome.
Zero, great
Remy
fucking
Zero.
artist, shitty fucking song. Rest of their music is fucking chef's kiss. I know the artist actually.
Who hurt you?
Smallville.
Who hurt you?
I thought it's clear. Like, I mean, am I not making my fucking point? It's Smallville, clearly. Since I mean, like William says something very important here, which is really good though, because since this opinion of mine is out in the ether forever, it means that there's a possible chance that one of them might come across it at some point and realize just how little I think of it.
God damn it.
Okay, I mean, let me ask you this question, right?
Ask it.
There has to be, and when we were doing the hot ones thing, I think one of the questions I asked you was I think I asked it about games, and I did mention movie and series as well. I think so. I might have just said movie, but I said like, which thing do you think is like overhyped, or people think is like the fucking bomb?
I went into that tirade on indie games.
Yes, which I thought was, because you're basically shitting on small people's work and stuff like that. I don't mean small like midgets. Like I mean like
little people.
You're not allowed to say. Is that a slur?
Can't do it.
I'm too old for this world, bro. Anyway, I mean, I'm glad that I'm old enough that before this all goes to shit, I'll be dead. Like, it's yeah.
According to Neil deGrasse Tyson, we only have 100 years left, so
Oh, dude, I'm dude.
Zippity-doo.
I'm like 100 starting now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's no problem. I'm gone, dude. I'm gone, dude. My kids might not even make it. Unless they get turned into a fucking AI or some shit like that. But but serious fucking question though, right? I mean, yeah, you basically cut fucking indie games off at the fucking legs. But which I mean, you have to think something from back in the day that's like got like a pop fucking culture. Twin Peaks, fucking X-Files, like I don't know. Like there has to be something, like because it's usually the way that like it just doesn't like Stargate, like any
I
of
like
these fucking,
Stargate.
yeah. I'm also like being very careful now because I'm literally like this. I'm sure our audience like a lot of these things that I'm mentioning right now, so I'm being very careful. By the way, huge X-Files fan, but there has to be
Do you like?
something, Roman.
I thought Fringe was overrated. No, I'm sorry, that was a bad joke.
That's a meta joke, though. I like that.
But
That's pretty sweet. That's a
I-
meta joke.
you need to give me one. I don't know what's over. I mean,
I'm not gonna be able to guess. It just seems like you like everything, which is also not healthy.
so there is a joke with a group of friends of mine where I start talking about things and then they'll go, "Oh yeah, best one yet," because like I just
Oh,
think
everything is the best one yet.
that everything's the best one yet.
This explains Smallville. Like,
Whoa!
I think Gotham is a better series than Smallville.
Get the fuck out!
You don't like Gotham?
Gotham, I like the first couple seasons, then it just jumped the shark.
Oh, you mean like how I feel about
Oh,
Smallville? God,
boy, you
got it.
just led me into that one, didn't you? You just dog walked me into that bullshit. No, Smallville's fantastic. I love all of it. You can't tell me anything otherwise. I just watched the series finale, episode 10, or season 10 yesterday. You know, I got to get to the part where Lois and Clark share their vows
Dude,
and they get
you really
married.
like fucking climbed the fuck out of that thing, though. Holy shit!
I love
bro.
love. 10
Because-
years, 217 episodes in a week.
Oh, shame, man. They were just not enough to get syndication. Petty. Yeah, they needed 500 for syndication. Oopsie poopsie. But
You know, only 30 television shows in the history of TV have over 10 seasons.
yes. So and so the thing is, some of them they have over 10 seasons or 10 seasons exactly, like in the case of maybe like Friends, because they're pure quality, right? And some of them have 10 seasons because they couldn't fucking stop. And because people kept giving them money, so like, I guess we continue on, right? There's no way in today's world that fucking Smallville makes it to 10 seasons.
Absolutely.
There's a fucking dude, look how fucking Flash is struggling its asshole off.
Because
to
it
make
sucks.
Dude, Flash has got more fucking character development than motherfucker. Dude, the motherfucker is on a farm for fucking 10 seasons. What is the time span of Smallville? How many years? Like, how many years is he in high school? Fucking 17? What is it? Is it a week? Is it a fucking day per like fucking season? Like, how long is that shit? Like, this motherfucker went through puberty, had kids, got a divorce, and fucking got remarried while he was in school. That's how long that shit carries on for. Like, you see him fucking grow hair, shave it, regrow it, change his style, fucking his body shape changes, everything. Like, hey, this is all in 1 year while I was in high school. Fuck yeah, bro. Like, it fucking works, dog. Like, there's no verisimilitude.
There's tons, okay? And he probably went to the Mirror Dimension a couple times or the Phantom Zone. These things are
Of course
important.
he did. There we go. Get those little fucking, like, what do you call it? Easter eggs to explain the story for you.
Come on, man. Freak of the week. It was great. Listen, Smallville's a fantastic effort in storytelling. I think the sheer amount of creativity that went on set and the artistry and the tour de force that came out of each person on that set is something that will never be replicated in television
the only
again.
that came out of that fucking set is that Chloe bitch that went and started a fucking cult and tried to kill a bunch of people.
No, she had to fuck them first, then she killed them.
Yeah, that's basically like killing them. But like the fucking the only reasons, again, I'll say this to you, and you actually touched on the point right now. The reason why Smallville is what it is, though, is because it's the first one. It's the first one that did that. And it's also because you have a giant fucking chubster for fucking Superman. If that was the fucking origin story of fucking Flash, you'd be like, nah, bro, just like you just noped on Flash. So,
I like the first 2-3 seasons of Flash. Look,
Okay.
look, he's right there. Look, there's Flash. You see him? Look at him.
Yeah,
Look at
I
him.
don't see a Superman figurine there.
It's over here, but he's
Okay.
over here.
Thank
He's
God
a-
it's over there.
Fast fuck. Look at him. He's so fast. Look at him. You can't
Let
even
me
see
see.
him.
Let
Look
me
at him.
see.
Look, he's not over there. I
Where is
lied.
it?
I have a giant Superman fighting Darkseid. I just don't have it up.
I'm sure. Fuck him. Like, no, dude. But No, but look, I'm giving you a hard time on Small and anything like that. But I
Don't
think
apologize. It was very good content.
no. I'm if you ever think I apologize, like that's fucking no. But I wanna explain something to you, and that is that I get it, and it's the thing about like even if something is fucking slightly cringe or whatever, something like that, it's the point of you can remember where you watched Smallville the first time. It has like an impact to you on your life in some way or form, and it deals with a character that you love a lot, so of course you're gonna fucking like it. And
That's
again,
but what if I
this
told you that that's not true?
well, then you're just a fucking sycophant that loves to punish himself.
Because Smallville aired from 2001 to 2011,
Which way
and
you were in the fucking army?
I was in the Middle East almost exclusively for the run of that show.
Dude, that's like the only good reason to join the army and go overseas to fight is to avoid Smallville seasons 1 to 5.
1 through 10. But
Let's fucking go, dude.
I didn't watch it until after I was back, and it was well canceled, and I fell in love with it. I love how you tried to give me an out, and then I just shit on it.
No, it's fine. You're just like, no, bro. The only one leaving here tonight is fucking my reputation in tatters. like, I'm done, bro.
Oh my gosh. Well, Jesus. Speaking of leaving here tonight.
Yeah, no, but I mean, look, again, the reason why I ask you the question about if there's something, because I have, I think we might have spoken about this at some point on a podcast during our first 10 run. But the thing is, like, I feel though that some things sometimes are not worth revisiting because the memory that you have of it is better to cherish and better to have. And I've stumbled across that many times with not only series but obviously movies as well. The only thing that doesn't seem to happen with is music. Music is always as good as you remember it.
It's evergreen.
And it's such a weird thing though, right? But
I can fire up
yeah.
Stairway to Heaven and still get chills.
Yeah, but I mean, like I listen fucking Linkin Park, whatever the fuck, something that I literally like murdered. In other words, I had that shit on like repeat, bro, like, and it didn't stop. And I can still listen to it and be like, yeah, this is just good shit. This is fine. But yeah, sometimes there's a like a lot of the Star Trek stuff didn't age very well for me, and I was fucking obsessed with it. There was a Star Trek spin-off called Enterprise, which I loved. I loved
Enterprise.
I always felt that it was, first of all, criminally underrated, terribly ended. Like this third season, oh my god, dude, the way they ended that thing was fucking like a war crime. And then last but not least, it was just like, it started like the first season of that series is like godlike. It's like S tier, and then it just kind of like sort of gets watered down from there. But the point is that I recently rewatched Enterprise because it's like an it's been remastered now, so I think you might even be able to get it on HBO or something like that. But that's
a CBS property, so I would imagine it's on.
Okay, I think I might have watched it on Viaplay, which is like this combined network that they have here. But yeah, I'm disappointed in myself for having tried to rewatch it. I didn't make it all the way through. I made it through most of season 1, almost to the end.
How many seasons were there? That was for me. It felt like Enterprise was only 3 seasons.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was that long ass shit. The 24 per season.
Yeah.
Back
Nemesis
in the day.
was good. That movie where Tom Hardy was a clone of Picard. That was where
that was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something funny? This isn't a joke.
Yeah, of course.
When you pressed me earlier about something that was overrated, my mind went to Star Trek, and I swear to God, I didn't say it because there were still pockets of things of Star Trek that I really adore, and Enterprise was one of them. And then you just went on this tirade of Enterprise.
Yeah, but like
you're saying
Babylon, for instance, didn't, in my opinion, Babylon was too fucking weird. Like with the fucking
Babylon
weird
5?
aliens. Yeah, with the weird aliens and shit like that. The reason why I brought up Stargate, for instance, as well, is that I know that a lot of people think Atlantis and shit is like fucking prime shit, but I also felt like Stargate, like every time when they like adapted it more, like it lost some of that fucking that magic. So and I recently rewatched Stargate as well. Well, again, I say rewatch, but I do like a bunch of episodes, and I'm like, am I gonna
Yeah, stick
I'm
with
gonna go
it.
full hog on this, or am I gonna fucking leave it? And yeah, and most of these I end up giving up, and it's because there's a point where I realize, like, dude, just let the pleasant memories live in the back there. Don't because you'll never get it again. Because a lot of the thing about like for instance, Enterprise for me was I was never a Trekkie. I was always like,
Star
like if you
Wars.
gave me a choice between the two stars, I would have chosen Wars. Um,
Yeah,
but
I'm a Lord. That's how I am with Lord of the Rings.
and what Hobbit?
No, aliens. But
You think fucking aliens is over fucking blown?
no, no. Well, a
Because
little.
then this ends now.
Oh, Jerry Ryan in a bodysuit, 7 of 9 forever, baby.
Yeah, 100%. But what
When
was
you
the,
said
what,
Stargate, though,
what
it
was
brought
the
me.
girl's name that played so in Enterprise she was the Vulcan. Dude, she was also like something else.
No, 7 of 9 all day. Yeah. When you said Stargate, though, my mind immediately went to God of War because the guy in
Yes.
Stargate now plays Kratos. And November 9th, everybody. November 9th is what you have to wait.
Dude, we didn't even fucking say anything about that.
We'll get to that, but you have to wait till November 9th, and you will have to wait 7 days until the next episode of the Separated at Birth podcast. I think that's about do it for us tonight. This is a home where you guys can just come talk about geek shit, movies, music, video games, entertainment. I hope you enjoyed indulging us as we had to vent the frustrations that we had with Thor, Love and Thunder.
I apologize for my terrible takes.
I apologize for nothing. Take our takes.
I apologize for absolutely nothing.
Put into the comments what you guys thought of Thor. Please remember to give us your 5-star reviews on your audio podcast platform of choice. We will read those live on air, and they help the channel grow. Like the video. Share this out. We have a subscriber goal. We're trying to hit 100. So please share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Refer it to a friend. If you want to see your boy Roman wins alongside this sexy fuck, the full fucking measure with his.
Okay.
He's right there. He's right there.
I got you.
And this is the only place that you could do it. This is the only place that you can see our powers combine like Voltron, and you guys' power combines with us, because whenever we all come together and talk about the things that we love, we all realize that we are all separated at birth. And with that,
100%.
that's another episode in the books, my friends.
Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for coming through, spending the time with us. We know that your time is precious, so we really do appreciate it when you spend it with us. We're going to see you soon. We'll see you next week. We got another bumper episode going. Maybe a little spicy tier list, something cool that we've been cooking up. But it's just super important that you have a fantastic week. Spoil yourself, have some drinks, take it easy, and most importantly, take care of yourself, so we see you next time. Cheers.